In Matthew's book, Jesus said, go into all the land, take the word, share it, teach it, preach to every man. Just do it. Hello, this is Dr. Gregg Mays with your Word Wednesday. Well, since tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and last year I kind of started something I wish I would have started years ago, and that is, I've decided that on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, that Word Wednesday is going to be an appreciation post, kind of a shout out to a ministry, somebody who's doing some amazing things. Last year, we reached out and we kind of honored Idols Aside Ministry, ministry led by Mark Wright, and also in Florida, Jeff Shields. And so prayerfully, you guys had an opportunity to go out and learn a little bit more about that amazing organization and just kind of love on them a little bit. But if not, hey, you can take that opportunity now. But this year, I want to honor the pastors of the church where I serve, where the body of believers that I am a part of. And that is Pastors Monty and Kim Davis. Their love for the Lord is always on full display. I've had the pleasure of knowing them for the last, almost 13 years. It'll be 13 years in January. I think I've got that right. And if it's 13 years. And they have been nothing but supportive in every area that as I'm trying to grow and walk closer with Christ, both of them have been right there helping me to grow. We've had some wonderful conversations over the years and just an ability to say, hey, we want you to do this. Hey, come on alongside, and we want to help you grow in this area. Years ago, probably 2013, I think the summer of 2013, I will never forget this date. August the 2nd, 2013. They had asked me to speak for our youth retreat, youth camp. And so I did. It was kind of a last minute thing. Hey, we need somebody. Will you do it? Yes. Side note, I'm going to always say yes to sharing the gospel unless I'm already previously committed to something else. Anyway, so of course I said yes, but I'll never forget this. When it was done, I did my last talk in the morning of August the 2nd, and I was standing at the back of the room that we were in. It was a really big room that we were in. And when everything was over, because they were helped lead the thing, so they had to go up and say, hey, thank you for coming, all those things. I wasn't even paying attention, if that makes sense. I was doing, just kind of minding my own business. I'll never forget this. When everything ended, I looked up and both of them were walking towards me. They had the biggest smiles on their faces and they said, hey, thank you so much. You did a great job. And I wasn't even thinking in those, about that. But that moment, it touched me deep. Sometimes you want someone to say, hey, you did a good job, but you don't even know it. I didn't even know it. I wasn't thinking about that. But the impact that had, it touched me deep. And I think it also goes to, I have so much respect for them, that for them to say, hey, you did a good job, that meant something to me. And so I want to honor Pastor Monty and Pastor Kim and just say, thank you. Pastor Monty, thank you for the timely teaching that you do, for always getting in your word and then sharing the gospel when you stand up and you preach in our church. Thank you for entrusting me to be able to do the things that you've allowed me to do, to have the growth that you've allowed me to have through these years. Thank you for your faithfulness. Pastor Kim, thank you very much. Your smile, your willingness to serve the Lord, to do whatever you have to do. I watch you as you serve the Lord in music. and you're so attentive. You're so attentive to what's going on around. You never put yourself in front of God. And I am thankful. And I believe that I'm not the only one. I believe that if other people had this platform, that they would say the same things. Thank you for what you do, Pastor Kim. You are an amazing musician, artist. You love the Lord. You stay in that word, and how you love our youth. They trust you and they love you. Thank you for what you do. You know, I pray that you, not just now I'm talking back to us, to everybody. I pray that you will reach out to your pastors, that you will tell them thank you for what they do. Because listen, it's a thankless job. You know, you have to be kind of on your game at all times. As we look around our society, you know, we see many pastors who are faltering. But here's the reality. Pastors are humans. It's possible. Anything's possible. And I pray that even if you are in a church where your pastors have struggled and maybe they've fallen, would you give them grace like God gave you? Would you be quick to forgive like God did you? Would you be quick to help them to be restored? May God use you to restore them. And we're not worried about whether it's appropriate or not appropriate. Would you do that? Thank your pastors. Reach out to them. But also be ready to forgive if they do something that truly is off the mark. Because God forgave us, and that's a tough job. Pastor Monty, Pastor Kim, thank you. Hey, I pray this is a blessing for you. And remember, stay strong. So what you waiting for? Someone to feel the pain some more? Cause you ain't share the love, the grace you found within the Father's care. To share the love of God is more than just a simple job. It's Christ speaking the off a Holy Spirit law. Share it.